Pete loves the old, I think he collects the old movie posters from the 20s, 30s, 40s, and they do have a particular look or finish to them.
If you got some pastels and you blend it in around there, I reckon you'd be whistling Dixie.
Peter wanted to start off very, very, very close, where we could see the printing technique, in fact.
Grant was really, really pedantic about getting the look right, and I did so many iterations.
We invented some names for the movies, which we had to get vetted by the legal department.
Dame Tamer, The Forbidden Love Wrecked an Empire, Rough Trader.
Given our access to Peter, which was fairly short and sharp for everything, this poster was a real wild card. It literally got okayed by Peter the day that we were shooting it.
Peter, he actually had a few of those sent to me as gifts. They're framed. And my wife put the which one is it called? The Tribal Bride, or which one is it? It's in our bedroom. Go slap it every time I climb into bed.
If you're at sea in a real vessel, you can only film what exists in front of your camera. So Weta Workshop made a large miniature.
The issue with the Venture was basically that it had to be in extreme danger, something that you could never practically do with a full-size ship. So we had to have a ship at a scale that was photographable very close up, 12th scale in this case. In many cases, we were at the absolute limits of what we could do as far as focus, getting the camera right in next to the ship. It was amazing. The model guys were able to build such detail, amazingly convincing museum-quality model.
The coolest miniatures to build are the rusty ones, because all that texture, all that wonderful colour and rusty metals and blistering paintwork is a really great scaling opportunity.
There's a life ring, so if anyone goes overboard, at least they will be safe.
We set about building that miniature, firstly photographing the original very, very accurately.
We pretty much didn't have any architectural drawings of this, so what we've done is gone down to set, taken a whole lot of photos and actually measured everything on there and actually stuck it on the photo. As you can see, looking at kind of that angle, that's the set boat and this is the miniature.
Then also working alongside Dan and Grant to figure out exactly what their thoughts were in the original full-size ship.
It was just a matter of being intelligent about it, because we had not a huge amount of people to work on that model. So, all our rivet heads, we actually managed to put them on a self-adhesive backing so you could lay down a whole strip of rivet heads at once.
Over here we have the little searchlight that fits on top of the bridge, fully operational. It tilts and pans and does all the things you'd expect a searchlight to do. It's just that we haven't been able to find anyone small enough to operate it.
A big part of that model was the lighting, and it was very important that the lighting could do what it needed to do on set.
We initially set up the Venture to have every single window with the light behind it. It's about 115 lights, I think, if I recall off the top of my head.
Internally, that means cutting the light from the window next door to it. So you actually build a little box inside each window, and all the multi-cores go back up into the central control room.
So we created a switchboard and wired that into dimmers so that every light can switch individually and dim individually, and it can all be operated by the cameras.
We were quite concerned that these lights would be very hot. So we got a jewellery company to actually cast the bulkhead lamps in white metal, and we had a glass blower up at Victoria University actually blow little glass lenses so that they wouldn't actually melt.
There is a little hook designed to hold the door open when the door to the wheelhouse is open. Even though that door isn't even openable, but it's got this completely finished detail on there. It's that kind of thing that makes a good miniature work.
We got right down to detailing the insides of the cabins with woodworm and the woodwork.
The model makers here have even hung the coats on the hocks, and various bits of equipment inside are illuminated.
Pretty.